Morning, everybody. So I got up this morning to basically a bunch of comments about people who have less than we do. They were promoting that Pierre Poilievre made a tax cut for seniors. And I simply pointed out that actually it's only a tax cut for working seniors. And it allows them to earn up to $34,000 without being deducted income tax on that amount. So if you're a working senior, and you can't afford to live off your pension that the government is supposed to provide you, it's okay. You can go to work and make some money. We won't tax you on that. So I pointed out this fallacy, and this person continued to tell me how they need to stand up for themselves because if you're capable of working, you should do so, and that people shouldn't be living off the government dime, and that type of rhetoric. I get it. I get it. Poilievre has put this propaganda so thick, so strong, it's like pea soup. People are sucking it up, you know. Let me ask you a question. Are you an able-bodied individual? Are you capable of working your 9 to 5 job? Are you capable of doing all the things that need to be done for your family? Can you go get groceries? Can you drive your kids to hockey? Can you do all those things? You have privilege. Absolute privilege. If the only thing you are worried about right now is the cost of the gasoline in your car and whether or not you should get a tax break over somebody else, you have privilege. There are people out there who don't know where they're going to sleep tonight. There are people out there that don't know if they're going to eat tomorrow. Those are basic necessities for human beings. And if you think that those people are not deserving of those basic needs, then get out of my country. As a Canadian, it is our job to stand up for people that have less than we do. Do you have family members that have gone missing? Is any of your sisters or wives or daughters gone missing and no one is looking for them? That's third world country mentality. And if that's the kind of thing that you're going to support because you're so ignorant to what's happening in this world right now, you are so ignorant that you don't even want to take the time to do research. You are so ignorant that all of your conservative talking points are more important to you than learning about people that have less than you do. Then you're the one with the privilege and you're the one with the problem. Our country has enough. We have enough money and enough services to help people who have less than we do. And if you are against that, you're not a Canadian. Get out of my country. Oh, and another thing, heaven forbid you never become disabled. Heaven forbid there never be a car accident or an injury at the workplace, because that can happen. Heaven forbid you never get diagnosed with cancer and are unable to work. Now all of a sudden you can't provide for your family. Now all of a sudden you have to go on disability. Now you're going to get $1,200 a month to feed your family and take care of your items and take care of your housing. So you think that's okay? You're privileged. You're absolutely privileged. Own your privilege and know that when you have privilege, the job is to supply for those who don't have enough. I pray nothing happens to you to put you in that situation. You want to talk about homeless people need to get a job? Do you know what the circumstances are behind some of those homeless people? Do you think all homeless people are just drug addict losers who have nothing better to do with their time than steal from the government? Seriously? There's been people that have legitimate families, legitimate jobs, they work hard, they do whatever. Unfortunate circumstances happen. Those people lose their jobs, they lose their homes, and end up on the street. And because of circumstances out of their control, you think it's okay to chastise them for not having a job? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And even if your point was valid, how are these homeless people supposed to just get a job? You just going to make a resume? How are you going to do that? You don't have computers. You don't have a phone. You don't have any communication devices. How are you supposed to get a call back for an interview? How are you supposed to take a shower and buy new clothes to be able to go get that job? How are you supposed to do any of these things? How are you supposed to get lunch to bring to work to eat? Oh, and by the way, you're going to go to work for minimum wage. That's great. So now what are you going to do with that minimum wage? You think you can afford to live off that? You think you can afford to pay rent with that? So what are these people supposed to do? Just live on the street and yet go get a job and then what? Where are they supposed to take a shower or be clean or, present themselves as respectable working citizens? How's that supposed to happen? Oh, and what about the people that were given pain medications by actual doctors for situations that were out of their control? So back pain, car accident, broken leg, arthritis, whatever. People are given pain medications for various reasons, but now the government took those pain medications away. So how are they supposed to deal with chronic pain every day? Oh, right. They end up going to the streets to get drugs because it's the only thing that stops their pain. The only thing that stops their pain. If your child was suffering and starving, don't tell me you wouldn't steal to feed your child. Don't tell me that you would steal to feed your wife or your dog even. Because everyone's I'm going to take care of my family. So if you were homeless and on the street and your daughter was a drug addict because she had been given painkillers by her doctor and those were now taken away from her and she is suffering, you wouldn't go and do something to help her? And we're shaming these people? What is going on? We have enough in this country. We are not a third world country. We have enough to provide for people who have less. And do you know how productive society would be if people didn't have to worry about where their next meal was coming from? Do you know how creative people could get? Do you know how many ideas that they would come up with? Do you know how many wonderful things can happen to a country when people are given the basic necessities? Look at Finland. They have one of the highest tax rates, but they have the most happiest people on the planet. Because they take care of their people. Start looking forward. Start being progressive in your ideas. Start thinking outside the box. Because the way we've been doing it ain't working. And Mark Carney has a vision for this country on how to make it better for all citizens, not just you. Our job is to stand up for others who don't have what we have. If you do not do that or are incapable even learning about it, because you are so prejudiced that you are unwilling to take in new information, then you do not deserve the title of Canadian. Sorry. Elbows up, Canada. Take care of everyone, not just yourself.